Hey, welcome back to another true crime comedy podcast, Murderess Podcast.
Hi.
Coming to you straight from FM 98 Radio. I'm your host, Sidney Smith, with my co-host, Jamie Kamire. What's up, Jay?
How are you?
I don't know why we're acting like assholes.
It's like isn't the Monster Truck show here this week
Right.
or something?
Thank you.
Sunday.
Hey, thank you guys for joining us here on Murderous Podcast, true crime comedy podcast. Let's do this right. I am your host, Jamie. I am your host.
Nice
Sidney
stand,
right?
dude.
I am your host, Sidney Smith, with my co-host,
Jamie Kamaya.
What's up, Jay?
How are you?
How are ya? I want to thank you guys so much for joining us. I don't know why I'm having a hard time with this intro that I do every single week, but thank you guys so much for joining us. I wanted to say real quick before we jump into the other stuff, thank you guys for sending in all of the ratings. It is so cool. I like to copy and paste them and throw them up on my social media every once in a while. It's not like we've got 400, 500, or 1,000 yet, but I feel like we're headed that way, and you guys are making that possible for us. So thank you very much. And thank you guys for all the positive reviews as well. Those help. Again, as a reminder, they just help tremendously so we can climb that ladder on Apple Podcasts.
A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
Although iHeartRadio podcast listeners are kicking the shit out of Apple podcast listeners right now for us. So wherever you are listening, we do appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Getting a droid.
Share the podcast with a friend. Let people know about it whenever you can. Also, if you also want to support the podcast, go to our Patreon. You can just go to patreon.com/murderous podcast, and that's real simple and easy. Pick a tier that you want to kind of be on, and take some rewards as we give them to you. Now, with all that said, Jamie, what's new, man?
Oh, you already know what's new.
I know you came to my house all sicky.
Well,
This better not be anything you can pass along to me.
No. We went into the house and we're like, eventually we're going to get all new appliances that match, but we said let's just get a used refrigerator. Spoiler alert.
Always
don't ever do that.
Always a brilliant idea.
So I made this healthy green juice, and it's a lot of work. And it started to get warm in the fridge, and I put it back in the fridge once it was fixed. And then I drank some, and I have not been able to hold anything in me from the backside.
Oh my God!
It's my bum. Let's just say my bum is on timeout.
Oh my
so
God!
I can learn how to behave.
My God! Oh my God! I mean, we talked about this before we hit record, and I said, "Hey, man, could you?" Maybe not be so vulgar, so descriptive. I mean, that was much, man. You could have just said you were sick, bro.
No. We don't want anyone to think I have COVID.
Oh no, let them think that you're over here shitting all over my house.
No. You told me I can't. I have to go in the yard.
I sure did. Take that shit outside. So, but you're gonna feel better.
I didn't even eat the Pop-Tart.
Look, man, it better be the green juice. That's all I'm saying. I got a big show coming up this weekend. I can't be getting sick because you came over here.
No, I think I'm good. I've had food poisoning, but that's not contagious either. So I think you're good.
All right.
I've had my COVID shots. So have you. We should both be good.
This has nothing to do with COVID, you rat bastard. You know what? Let's move off your ass. I had a great weekend of my own. All right. Working with Brett Erst for the first time. Super dope dude. Super funny guy. Check him out on Cobra Kai if you're into Cobra Kai and the Karate Kid. But super dope dude. Had a great time with him hanging out. Tim Bateman, which hosted for us, did a great job of setting the table
good.
all weekend, man. It was just love all weekend.
The Australian guy.
Yes, I sold so much merch. People enjoyed my stuff, and that's all you can ask for at the end of a set is that people really enjoy it. So it was nice, man. It was nice. I do want to talk about something else I was hesitant to talk about because we have some great listeners, and I didn't want to reveal this to them. You don't listen to your own podcast, nor do you even read the descriptions that are put with the podcast.
Oh, boy. We're going here, huh?
Yeah, we are. Because the guy sitting across from me, the guy with the lovely voice that you guys always like to listen to here because of the way it sounds.
I hate my voice.
So do I. But I wear these headphones anyway every week and listen to you. Text me, says, hey, this one sounds familiar. Have we done one on on Dorothea Puente? Yes, we have. I thought that was familiar. He's been over there writing a new story.
An hour into it. I'm like, fuck, let me
on
just
Dorothea.
double check.
And we have done this weeks ago. But because you will not, listen to the podcast after it's done, or even read the descriptions where the names of the murderesses are put in. It's hysterical.
No, my girlfriend, I can hear her playing in the other room, and I shut the door. I'm like, I don't want to hear me.
I don't want to hear you. She doesn't want to hear you. She doesn't want to hear you.
Oh, she does. She likes us.
She said she likes us. That's good. That's good. So how'd you feel after that, man? After you figured out that you had already been...
I will start texting you earlier.
No, you will not. You what a jackass. All right, let's jump into this story. Jamie's not quite with it today, so we're not going to push him too hard.
I'm already here.
I know some people enjoy our banter quite a bit. Some don't enjoy it at all, I imagine. But some I hear from, they say they enjoy it.
Everyone in this chair I'm sitting on.
I don't. It's a very nice chair. And you know, yeah, I don't want to get too descriptive either. I asked you not to. I don't want to get too descriptive. But just for people
it'll wipe off.
Get off. Yay. Stand up.
Sit on this cardboard box when you're here.
Stand in that corner over that bucket. For people, this may be the newest podcast, True Crime, you're listening to, and this is the first one for some reason. On this podcast, if you have not heard, we do just females.
No women.
Unless you go ahead and you join our Patreon, then you hear something different there. But we do females here, and it's kind of cool. We have a good time with it.
I think so.
There's some great stories out there that I think have been untouched by some other true crime podcasts out there. We try to find those as best we can. I know some have already been done by some other.
It's worth the 45-minute drive here with no AC.
You know what? That is your problem because you refuse to get it fixed.
I'm cheap. And I don't know if I'm keeping this car or not.
And this is why your ass is the way it is, because you are cheap. Because instead of just buying healthy green juice, you decide to go through all this effort and put it in.
Make it all natural, organic.
And to be cheap, to put it in a used refrigerator.
Well, yeah. I got a 15-day warranty, and that thing lasted about 7 days.
You, sir, I'm not in charge of anything.
The second used fridge is already being fixed again.
You, sir, are not in charge of anything. If we take a trip, you're not in charge of any food that needs to be brought. Nothing, not the vehicle, nothing. You will be taking the cheapest way out for sure. And the weird thing is, you don't live under a bridge, you rat bastard.
No, I know. I got it from my dad. He was cheap. Now I'm cheap.
Oh my gosh!
That's my family. They'll tell you.
I'm glad you with Avelia, because any woman on this podcast who hears you right now would not.
She's the opposite of cheap. We're a good balance.
Oh, Tamara and I are both kind of frugal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I have my certain things I want, but other than that, I'm pretty frugal too. But when it comes to food and keeping it well kept, I'm not going to cheapen out.
This took an hour to make.
Not an hour.
It's like juicing kale. It takes forever. You gotta clean it.
Not an hour. Not an hour. All right. Thank you guys once again for joining us on Murderous Podcast. Keep those ears coming. Keep listening. Let us know what you're digging, what you're not digging. We want to hear it all. And we'll only listen to the good stuff though. But bring the other stuff if you have any.
Bring the heat.
Also, look for us on IG. Follow us on IG as well. Murderous Podcast on IG. Become a follower there. We got some things that are happening in motion. One of them being our live show coming later this summer. So this guy. So keep listening, keep following. All right, let's get into this story before Jamie dies in my house and I can't explain this.
I got 2 pair of underwear on.
Dude.
I'm kidding.
Dude. You better be wearing some underwear.
I'm wearing
something. I'm wearing a slip.
Something. You'll never know.
This is worrisome for me. All right. This week's murderess is from Jamie's neck of the woods. Let's head east to the greater Boston area to get to know Amy Bishop Anderson. Amy Bishop Anderson, born on April 24th, 1965. She grew up in Massachusetts, attended Braintree High School.
That's a fancy neighborhood.
Is that a fancy neighborhood?
Oh, yeah, that's a nice town there.
Okay. All right.
She's not struggling if you go in here and live in
Even
Braintree.
today, it's still a nice area?
Oh, God, yeah. It's probably gotten worse. Worse in terms of you probably can't move into that city without paying $750,000.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not bad.
No, it's a nice spot.
Okay. All right. And
so poverty's off the table, in terms of, the triggers for this lady.
All right. Okay. And completed her undergraduate degree at Northeastern University in Boston, where her father, Samuel Bishop, was a professor in the art department. She earned her PhD in genetics from Harvard University. Bishop's 1993 dissertation at Harvard was titled The Role of Methoxstin, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly.
I'll go with it.
in the respiratory burst of phagocytes.
Yeah. Got some phagocytes?
What's a phagocyte, you ask?
I did. I was about to. You beat me to it.
It's a type of cell within the body capable of engulfing and absorbing bacteria and other small cells and particles.
So they're good things.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that good engulfing?
What?
Not if it's a flame.
Okay. All right. You go way outside yourself here. Get off stage.
Trying to determine. It sounds like it's good. Bacteria is good. Get rid of bacteria.
Well, you got good bacteria. You got bad bacteria, though.
Yeah, I feel like I'm full of the bad bacteria at the moment.
Okay. So her research interests include induction of adaptive resistance in nitric oxide
I took that in high school.
in the central nervous system and utilization of motor neurons for the development of neural circuits grown on biological computer chips.
All right.
All right. This girl's not getting a date. And an anonymous source at Harvard stated that Bishop's work was a poor quality and undeserving of a doctoral degree, calling it, quote, local scandal number one, end quote.
Someone's bitter.
I'm laughing because as we sit here and I'm reading this and we're both trying to figure out exactly what the hell did she do and what did she write about, only at Harvard can someone just tear your shit apart.
Yeah, that and go bullshit.
And not even just say that. Not even just say, I'm called, and I can't, it'd be better if I could just read, and someone said, quote, I'm calling bullshit, close quote. Local scandal number one.
How would you know? I went to Harvard. Oh, okay.
Oh, my jeez. So I can see what type of, I should get a scotch in my hand and one of those cigarettes with what's the extension that they was.
Like the penguin would use?
Yeah. I need one of those. Ooh. Yeah. And the
little glass thing that goes in the eye?
That's not what how do we sound so ignorant, right?
The one that attaches to a chain, like it's like a magnifying glass, right? It's like one lens. And you put it, no? Are we going in different directions?
You get two chains. You get one for your monocle, and then you get one for your wallet.
Yeah, well, the change, yeah. The chain to the thing to the eye.
It's a monocle.
I see that, and I think rich. I see the chain to the wallet.
I think
I'm like, you probably have nothing in that wallet.
I think snooty. I think this is what you would have to be in your eye. Though I will say this, I have a friend of mine that I was in the Navy with, and her daughter got into Harvard a year ago, and I thought that was
they relaxed on the Cape.
Super dope. No, not at all. They do not come from where you come from, where you relax on the Cape. They don't have your skin complexion at all.
Well, they're still welcome on the Cape.
I didn't say they weren't. I just said they don't come from your background on the Cape. So I thought it was super dope that her daughter got it.
Next time you're around.
What's that now?
Well, these people you're talking about.
No, I don't want them. I'm not relaxing on the Cape. We're not relaxing on the Cape.
I think you'd have a great time.
No,
go get some ice cream.
No,
watch the waves crash.
It's all right there. I'm getting my ass kicked as soon as I come back home. You eating ice cream on the Cape? No. So she joined the faculty of the Department of Biological Sciences at the University of Alabama in Huntsville as an assistant professor in 2003 and was teaching 5 courses. Previously, she was an instructor of medicine at Harvard Medical School.
Wow, this is impressive.
Well, I don't know, man. This is all right. Bishop and her husband competed in a technology competition and developed a portable cell incubator, coming in third and winning $25,000.
That's not shabby.
Not bad at all. Prodigy Biosystems, where Anderson is employed, raised $1.25 million to develop the automated cell incubator. Although some scientists were consulted by the press, declared it unnecessary and too expensive. Man, she's getting shit on everywhere.
Yeah, she's bitter.
Man.
A lot of bitterness.
According to a friend and fellow member of a writing group in Massachusetts, Bishop had written 3 unpublished novels, one of which featured a female scientist working to defeat a potential pandemic virus and struggling with suicidal thoughts at the threat of not earning tenure. That's a weird combination of issues.
So tenure is important.
Got it. Well, it's enough to put in this novel. She is the second cousin of the novelist John Irving. Never heard of him.
Me neither.
Was a member of the Hamilton's Writers Group.
Maybe we read.
Never heard of him. While living in Ipswich, Massachusetts in the late 1990s.
That's a nice town. It's more farther north.
I feel like you put this story together so I can get a little mental map.
Just giving you a tour. Giving you a tour.
Have a seat. Have some tea. Let me tell you about my area.
Kick off your penny loafers and Unbutton your Dockers. You're going to have a...
Oh, bro, I love Dockers. I love penny loafers. I got several pair of penny loafers. When I went to that wedding in Houston, I was trying to think about what I was going to wear because I wanted to wear these new floor shine penny loafers I got.
Do you put the penny in them?
I do.
Oh,
I do.
that's where I draw the line.
Is that where you draw us?
You put shiny pennies in, or just like whatever you got in your pocket?
Look, man. No one expects a guy who will take a chance on stuff that he put in a broken refrigerator to put a penny in his shoes. So
hey, I'm sure I've lost weight the past couple days.
All right. So Ipswich, Massachusetts, which I hear is a lovely area, in the late 1990s, apparently saw writing as her ticket out of academia.
So she didn't want to be a teacher. She wanted to be a writer.
Yeah, people. Yeah, make up your mind. What are we doing here? She had a literary agent, and members of the club said she would frequently cite her Harvard degree and family ties to Irving to boost her credential as a serious writer.
So she's name dropping.
She's one of those people. This is why people didn't like her. Went to Harvard. She's constantly just saying, let
me light my cigar.
Why did you go to the barbecues at her house? She's always serving finger sandwiches. It reminded me she went to Harvard. So, yeah, those
barbecue chips.
Oh, I hope she goes to jail for life in this story. I don't like her, and I just started. Multiple colleagues of Bishop had expressed concern over her behavior. She has been described as interrupting meetings with bizarre, unrelated thoughts, being strange, crazy, did things that weren't normal, and she was out of touch with reality. One of these colleagues was a member of Bishop's tenure review committee.
Oh, I see where this is going now.
Oh, yeah.
Old tenure thing.
Not giving it to you. After Bishop's tenure was denied, there it is.
Oh,
and she learned that
we found the stressor.
You are off of all the murder shows. You're done. The stressor. After Bishop's tenure was denied, and she learned that this colleague referred to her as crazy, she filed a complaint with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, EEOC. That's for people out there, who are not aware of what some minorities have to go through. And I'm talking to like the white guys.
I'm listening.
This is right. This is where minorities of color and race and so on and so forth go. It's ran by the government, and it's supposed to also give you protection. If you go to EEOC, file that complaint, EEOC reaches out to who your employee is. Your employer, in theory, is not supposed to be able to touch you after that in terms of punish you as for with firing or anything else.
Oh, do gingers fall into that?
No. No one looks at a ginger as I don't think you guys are really a minority group.
We are.
Are you?
Fewer of us.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, no one really cares enough to give you really a label like that, do it?
No, they hate us. That's why we need to fight for more rights.
Who hates you? Where's this happening at?
Everybody hates us.
Is this
especially girls in high school? They definitely hated us.
Did you have Channel 1 back when you were a kid in high school?
Whittle? Did they call it Whittle or something?
It was Channel 1 where every classroom had a TV.
You had the TV up in the corner.
And you had the news?
Yeah. I think we called it Whittle.
Okay, we called it Channel 1. You guys should have put that story on there back then because now no one gives a fuck. The gingers. You gingers always acting like you're persecuted, bro.
I hear you with that hot R over there, too. Tell me you're not racist.
My bad. Why do you? First of all, it's not a race. But I'll play along. Why you gingers always? What's your problem, bro?
I don't know. It's just we're not liked. We are discriminated against. We don't get the same jobs. We get 70% pay that other people get.
Where you get these stats?
Oh wait, those are women. Hold on.
Oh, right. I'm like, what are you doing? All right. You know what? For all women, send all of your issues to the ginger across from me.
That's how it works.
Okay, we did hard. All right. She filed a complaint with the EEOC alleging gender discrimination. He called me names. Keep it up. Keep it up. When they come for you, I would not be standing in their way.
Said he called her crazy.
Keep it going, man. With professor's remark to be used as possible evidence in that case. While you're hiding in the closet, I'm going to answer the door and they come knocking. The professor did not even retract his comments. The professor was given the opportunity to back off the claim or to say it was a smart ass remark, but he didn't. I said she was crazy multiple times, and I stand by that, the professor said. This woman has a pattern of erratic behavior. She did things that weren't normal. She was out of touch with reality. In 2009, several students say they complained to administrators about Bishop on at least 3 occasions, saying she was ineffective in the classroom and had odd, unsettling ways. A petition was signed by dozens of students, which one
probably got Fs.
were a bunch of failures, which was then sent to, I'll sign the names were misspelled, which was then sent to the department head. The complaints, however, did not result in any classroom changes. Bishop had multiple encounters with law enforcement officials due to an outburst or violent act on her part. In each instance, she remained free of any type of punishment, and these actions did not come to the attention of the UA Huntsville administration or other employers, which is weird.
Background checks a little better now, I would say.
Yes. Looking back at her past, there was a lengthy history of violence. When she was 21, Bishop fatally shot her 18-year-old brother, Seth Bishop, on December 6, 1986, at their home in Braintree, Massachusetts. The incident in which Bishop fired at least 3 shots from a 12-gauge pump-action shotgun.
Wow, accidentally.
One into her bedroom wall, then one into her brother's chest while they were in the kitchen with their mother, and one into the ceiling of a room in her house while fleeing the scene. Then later pointed the weapon at a moving vehicle on the adjacent road and tried to get into the vehicle. Was classified as an accident by Braintree police.
How do you accidentally carjack someone?
In statements to Braintree police that day, both Amy Bishop and her mother, Judy Bishop, described the shooting as accidental. After a brief inquiry into the incident by the state police in 1986, they concurred with the Braintree Police Department's initial assessment that the shooting was accidental, and District Attorney Bill Delahunt, who later became a U.S. congressman, decided not to file charges.
What about the carjacking, though?
Detailed records of the shooting had disappeared mysteriously by 1988. Braintree Police Chief Paul Frazier said on February 13, 2010, that the reports gone, removed from the files. Quote, close quote.
Oh, she was hooking up with someone in the department.
No, but you said it, Braintree. This has got to be an influential, affluent area.
I'm sure the people got connections.
Yeah, her father was a professor.
Yeah.
And I mean, granted, he was an art professor, but he's still a professor.
So I guess he wasn't that.
I mean, half a step away from art teacher at high school, for whatever. Could have been selling
doctorate in art,
selling paint over at Home Depot. That's where it's
make us a sculpture.
But this is bananas, right?
It is. That's insane.
And
she got away with this,
right? And you brought up a good point. What about the carjacking? This bitch ran out his car trying to get away with it.
That was an accident too. Sorry.
And I don't know if anyone's out there ever tried to fire a shotgun, let alone a pump action one.
Yeah,
that is no easy task.
And it has to be a good punch, because a small pump shotgun like the Bird one probably wouldn't even kill you unless she was like point blank. She should be a bigger shotgun.
And I want to know, where was this bedroom in reference to where the kitchen was? Because I'm going to assume that in this back east, in this area, that it's probably all 2 stories, probably old school colonial type. So the bedrooms are normally upstairs. I know my home, it was a colonial, bedrooms are upstairs. And you have to come downstairs, obviously, to shoot someone in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And then she shot her brother in the chest.
Yeah, brother should have probably been running out the door after the first shot.
Well, I'm sitting here thinking, the mom obviously didn't care that much for the brother, because she ride and died with the daughters.
Right, that's true. What happened to the son? Was he a little child or something?
I didn't like Tim anyway. So
he ate too much. Can't afford it.
Yeah. His house would been much bigger if he hadn't had dinner. After speaking with officers involved with the case in 1986, Frazier called the accident description inaccurate and said that then Chief John Polio ordered Bishop released to her mother. A member of the Braintree Town Meeting Board, who reportedly had demanded to meet with Polio personally after the arrest, instead of being charged for the shooting. Frazier was not on duty during the incident, but recalled, quote, how frustrated the members of the department were over the release, close quote.
Of course.
So the police department knew better. But
Seth's room's a little art studio now.
Well, you know what? Probably if the mother was standing by the statement, the story, I mean, who's your witness?
Yeah, that's it.
This was an accident. The only other person who could say different has a hole in his chest.
Yeah, I don't even know if DNA was a thing back then. I'm guessing in the 80s it wasn't. So eyewitness is your number one testimony.
Right. The now retired Polio denied that there had ever been a cover-up. Frazier's 2010 account and the 1987 Massachusetts State Police report differ in several key details, including whether Bishop had been arguing with her brother or with her father before the shooting. On February 16, 2010, it was announced that the files previously declared missing had been located by Braintree officials and turned over to the Norfolk County prosecutor.
Oh, God.
So where's Norfolk?
Norfolk is, that's like a county, I think.
That's what I just said, Norfolk County. That's what I just
well, it's not Boston. It's probably north.
All right. So is this where the tour ends?
Yeah, I don't know counties.
Yes,
I grew up in Essex County. That's all I know.
So Norfolk County District Attorney William Keating concluded, based upon these files, that probable cause existed in 1986, you don't say, to arrest and charge her for crimes committed after she fled the house. Oh, just for the crimes after she fled the house.
Uh-huh. Well,
so back to your point.
So he did get for the carjacking.
It could have been that there was evidence for it. She had taken a shotgun to a nearby auto dealership shop and brandished it at two employees in the attempt to get a car. She could have been charged with assault with a dangerous weapon, carrying a dangerous weapon, and unlawful possession of ammunition. The statute of limitations has expired on each of these charges, and the most serious charge considered in 1986 was manslaughter.
Oh, so that's why those documents showed back up, right? Because we can't do anything with them now.
Yeah, it's over. Deval Patrick, the then governor of Massachusetts, had ordered the state police to review the efforts in the investigation, saying, "You know what? Deval Patrick, I think, is good friends with Barack Obama." If I'm thinking,
yes, he ran for president.
He did.
Get very far
he did not, but yeah. He thought he could run on that.
He's the only. In a state like Massachusetts. Little fun fact for you: the state like Massachusetts, which is heavy blue on presidential elections, he's the only Democratic governor since Dukakis back in '88. They've all. It's weird how the state goes so blue on elections and then has all Republican governors.
It is because I thought about that over this last election because it is weird that the governors are normally Republican, but at the same time, the rest of the state elected officials are blue.
Yeah,
and so it probably gives a nice balance to the state, I would imagine, as far as getting things done.
Yeah, it's just strange. I mean, because it's like when it comes to the governor, I mean, that's the whole state voting one side or the other. Kind of like the election, but they all go one way on the presidential election and then another way on the governor's election.
Yeah, but I think that's only weird because it's the state of Massachusetts, the home of the Kennedys and the home of many Democrats. Michigan has the same thing right now where the governor of my home state is Democrat, but
the Kennedys were senators and presidents. They weren't governors.
Okay, let's start this over.
I'm saying maybe that's why they have the influence on the Democratic.
No. What I'm trying to say is it's not that weird to have the governor be a Republican and the state reps to be, the state officials to be Democrats. That's what I was saying. Because you have that in other states as well.
Yeah, I get it, but that's the part I find strange. Is that, I mean, you're voting one way or another for the governor and one way or the other for the president. People usually vote based on the political party. But apparently with the governor, they just decide that they like the governor. My father would vote Republican governor, voted blue for the election, though, for the presidential election. At least that's what he told my mother.
You know what? I don't like the way this is going. You know what? You want to be the expert on Massachusetts, all things? Fine.
No.
Tell me where Norfolk County is.
In Massachusetts.
All right. So Deval Patrick, the then governor of Massachusetts, had ordered the state police to review their efforts in the investigation, saying, quote, "It is critical that we provide as clear an understanding as possible about all aspects of this case and this investigation to ensure that where mistakes were made, they are not repeated in the future," close quote. An investigation has been opened in which the state will cooperate with the current Norfolk County District Attorney's Office to assess the state and local police and then DA's handling of the case. On February 25th, 2010, District Attorney Keating sent a letter to District Court Judge Mark Coven to start a judicial inquest into the 1986 shooting. Keating said that
this thing again,
coming back up, it won't let me go. Keating said that recently enlarged crime scene photos from Bishop's bedroom revealed a news article in which a similar crime was reported, and that this article may relate to Bishop's intent.
Like a copycat?
What?
Like she's a copycat? She saw the article and decided to copy it?
I don't think that's what I got out of that. Is that what you got out of that?
No, I didn't really get anything out of it. I'm just spitballing.
Dude, let me just get through this. I think your sickness is going to your head. Keating did not identify the specific news article, but the Boston Globe wrote that an internet search revealed that 2 weeks earlier, the parents of Patrick Duffy The actor who played Bobby Ewing rather, I don't know why I would say Hewing, Bobby Ewing on the popular television show Dallas were killed by an assailant wielding a 12-gauge shotgun who then held up a car dealership, stole a pickup truck, and fled. Well, there you go. You're right. Copycat.
Oh, so it was an influence. Maybe she was a big fan of Dallas. My mom was.
I swear to God, you wrote this just for your family. For you.
I remember I couldn't stand the show. It came on after the Dukes of Hazzard, which I enjoyed as a child. There was no racial undertones back then. And then after, I was a child. And after that, Dallas came on, and that's when I was.
Oh my God! Oh my God! So tell me, oh wow! So now with the racial undertones being known, you played the banjo?
No, that's the sound the car would make.
I know,
hit the horn.
I know, but then you just did it now. I mean, you could have told the story without doing that.
No, but I'm just reliving the past when that was always a big part of the show when they were chasing another car and they would just do a jump. They'd always hit the horn during the jump.
I like the fact that you had to talk about how you were a fan of the Dukes of Hazzard before there were any racial undertones.
Before we knew.
This car with the Confederate flag on the top of it. You know what? I'm not going to just leave you out here on this limb by yourself. I used to have a Dukes of Hazzard General Lee.
Did you really?
A toy. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I remember that vehicle was so popular back in the day. People get a Charger.
Yeah.
And then paint it up. And now it's like, no, you don't do that.
But I will share even more. I mainly watched the show for Daisy. And her shorts.
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. So, I could care less about Cooter and Enos and Boss Hogg and
would you prefer Bo or Luke Duke, though, if you had to pick one on your side?
Oh, man. Which one was which? If I had to pick, makes it weird.
John Snyder or Tom Wolfe?
The white guy making the black guy choose between two white guys. This is just, you don't see me making you decide which Urkel you like more, Steven or Stefan.
Oh, Steven, God.
The dude with the dark hair, Tom Wolfe, right?
Yeah, that'd be Luke.
Luke, yeah.
No, or Bo. I don't know.
I think I always thought the blonde haired dude was kind of an airhead. And I don't like stupid people.
Yeah, he looked like that Hitler prototype.
Okay, I don't know about that.
My sister loved him. I think that's why I didn't like him.
Because he was a Hitler prototype?
Well, yeah, I guess he was better looking.
He didn't have all the same stress that you do as a ginger?
No, he didn't go with what my people went through.
You run those stats down again with the gingers go through. If they would Google back. If they would just give you an opportunity, huh?
There was literally a Kick a Ginger Day.
Wow.
It's a national holiday.
Really?
My son reminds me of it every year.
Wow. If they would just let you guys have a chance at life. Huh?
It's like, here we are, just scraping at the bottom of the barrel.
You think with Kennedy being the first redhead...
Kennedy wasn't a redhead.
Well, sure he was.
No.
Sure he was.
I don't think. Who? JFK?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
I think he had some red hair in there.
Oh, maybe in his beard. Maybe a little in the beard.
You guys are just struggling, man. I want to see you guys come up, man. If you just...
Well, we're a dying breed, right? We're like 60 years old.
You know what you got to do? You got to go after the cereal companies, man. You got to get Lucky Charms taken off that box, bro. You can't let that just lie. You just can't.
He doesn't have red hair.
Yeah, right.
Like, we don't want people to not buy the cereal.
Man. Ginger. All right. We're boring people with your fake oppression.
Oh, that's real.
On March 1st, 2010, former Massachusetts State Police Detective Brian Howe broke his silence about the case. Howe, who retired in 2009 and no longer lives in Massachusetts, was the lead investigator for the state police in the Bishop case. He said he looks forward to addressing the judicial inquest into the shooting and stands by his 1987 report and his agreement with the now deceased Braintree lead investigator, Captain Theodore Bucher. That the shooting was accidental. Howe said that he was assigned to the case nearly 2 hours after the shooting and then immediately called Braintree, whereupon he learned from Bucher he would not be needed that day and that Bishop had already been released into her parents' custody.
So she was young, under 18?
Yeah, she was young at the time.
Was she younger than her brother? Because the brother's 18, right?
I don't think they let us know that.
Yeah. Well, recently, because released into custody, that's why.
Yeah. I'm guessing though.
Kid.
Howe stated that Braintree police never informed him that Bishop had allegedly accosted employees at a car dealership at gunpoint, demanding a car. Howe stated that he repeatedly requested the December 6th incident reports from the Braintree police, but never received them. According to investigators, Bishop and James Anderson, her husband, were suspects in the 1993 letter bomb case.
Oh, wow.
What? Where are we going with this?
I think it's just another incident of violence.
According to the investigators, Bishop and James Anderson, her husband, were suspects in the 1993 letter bomb case. Paul Rosenberg, a Harvard Medical School professor and physician at Children's Hospital Boston, received a package containing 2 pipe bombs that failed to explode. Rosenberg was Bishop's supervisor at a Children's Hospital neurobiology lab. Bishop had allegedly been concerned about receiving a negative evaluation from Rosenberg and reportedly had been in dispute with Rosenberg.
Nothing to do with the tenure.
No. Bishop resigned from her position at the hospital because Rosenberg felt she could not meet the standards required for the work. According to documents based upon witness interviews, Bishop was reportedly upset and on the verge of a nervous breakdown as a result. Anderson reportedly told a witness that he wanted to shoot, stab, or strangle Rosenberg prior to the attempted bombing. Anderson denied he had ever threatened Rosenberg, saying, "I wouldn't know the guy if he walked into a bar." And allegedly, this tip came into a tip line, and the validity of the witness was never ascertained.
Maybe the one with a bomb.
Per investigators, the USPIS ATF investigation focused on Bishop and Anderson, but closed without charges filed due to lack of evidence. At one point during the investigation, the couple refused to cooperate with investigators, refusing to open their door to searches of their home and to take polygraph tests. The chief federal prosecutor in Boston, U.S. Attorney Carmen Ortiz, reviewed the case following the shooting, but ultimately decided Bishop would not be charged in the bombing attempt. She determined that the initial investigation in 1993 was appropriate and thorough. The case remains unsolved.
Oh, she got off again.
In 2002, Bishop was charged with and pleaded guilty to misdemeanor assault plus disorderly conduct and received probation for punching a woman who had received the last booster seat at an International House of Pancakes in Peabody, Massachusetts.
That's for my kid.
Wow. According to the police report, Bishop strode over to the other woman, demanded a seat, and launched into a profanity-laced rant. When the woman would not give the seat up, Bishop punched her in the head.
Wow.
All while yelling, "I am Dr. Amy Bishop." Bishop's victim was identified as Michelle Jica, and in the aftermath of the 2010 shooting, she declined to comment on the restaurant incident, saying, "It's not something I want to relive." Well, I imagine you wouldn't. You're punched in the head.
Grab that child seat and beat her with it.
I don't know anybody who's ever punched someone in the head and gave the evidence of who they were at the same time. "I'm Dr. Amy Bishop. I live at 263 North Centerline Road.
I don't get 3 to 6 months for this interaction."
In addition to probation, prosecutors recommended that Bishop attend anger management classes. Although it is unclear whether the judge in the case ordered her to do so, her husband said she had never attended anger management classes. And now on to the doozy.
Oh, here we go.
And just for people to know, I normally don't say the word doozy, but that is the way Jamie Kamaya decided to write this story.
Doozy.
This is a doozy.
You wait till you get into it.
This kind of shit they say in Norfolk, Massachusetts.
You don't say that.
Norfolk County. At the University of Alabama in Huntsville, Alabama, 3 people. All right. 3 people were killed and 3 others wounded in a shooting on February 12, 2010. During the course of a routine meeting of the biology department, attended by approximately 12 individuals, a professor stood up and began shooting those closest to her with a 9mm handgun. Jesus. The day of the shooting, Bishop taught her anatomy and neurosciences class, according to a student in Bishop's class. She seemed perfectly normal during the lecture. She then attended a biology department faculty meeting in room 369 on the 3rd floor of the Shelby Center for Science and Technology,
where somebody brought up tenure,
which houses the UA Huntsville Biology and Mathematics departments. According to witnesses, 12 or 13 people attended the meeting, which was described as an ordinary faculty meeting. Bishop's behavior was also described as normal just prior to the shooting. She sat quietly at the meeting for 30 or 40 minutes before pulling out a 9mm handgun just before 4 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Imagine stewing for that long, like knowing you're going to do it.
Right? According to a faculty member. Yeah, what goes to your head? No, I'm not going to do it.
Because your mind made up. Was there another stressor?
No, I'm going to do it. No, you know what? Susie bought me a soda yesterday. I'm not going to.
I'll let her go.
No, it's not.
This motherfucker called me crazy, though.
No. She bought the soda, but She didn't. She wasn't happy about buying it.
There was no ice.
She's got to go. What do you sit there all that time? Yeah, Ted over there keeps parking a little
Just
close to my
evaluate
car.
which one she's going to take out.
Oh, Howard's here. Yay.
Howard's got a nice bum. He can live.
What's with you and bumps today?
I'm on a roll, man.
Jesus. So just before 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, according to a faculty member, Joseph Ng, an associate professor who witnessed the attack, said, she got up suddenly, took out her gun, and started shooting at each one of us. She started with the one closest to her and went down the road shooting her targets in the head.
Oh,
Holy headshots?
after the first one, why were people ducking?
Headshots? The cops don't even go for headshots.
No, she wanted to make sure.
Wow. According to another survivor, Deborah Moriarty, dean of the university's graduate program and a professor of biochemistry, this wasn't random shooting around the room. This was execution style. Those who were shot were on one side of the oval table used during the meeting, and the 5 individuals on the other side, including Ng, dropped to the floor. So everyone on the other side did have it sounds like got a chance to get to the floor. After Bishop had fired several rounds, Moriarty said that Bishop pointed the gun at her and pulled the trigger, but heard only a click as her gun either jammed or ran out of ammunition.
Oh, that's Final Fantasy shit right there.
She described Bishop as initially appearing angry and then, following the apparent weapon malfunction, perplexed. Ng said Moriarty then attempted to stop Bishop by approaching her and asking her to stop. I didn't help the other survivors push Bishop from the room and block the door. Ng said Moriarty was probably the one that saved our lives. She was the one that initiated the rush. I wouldn't give her too much credit.
I mean, if you got your hands on her at that point, can't you just take her down?
I don't know why
Get
you
her out of
wouldn't,
the room?
especially if it's more than one of you.
Right.
Just push her out the room and close it up. But I guess at that time, you do whatever you got to do to survive. I just wouldn't give her that much. Ng is over saying she saved our lives. Sounds like she ran out of bullets.
All right.
So, act like she dodged
Her
bullets.
miscounting of bullets is what saved your life.
Yes. The suspected murder weapon, a 9mm handgun, was found in a bathroom on the second floor of the building. Bishop did not have a permit to carry a concealed weapon as required by state law. That's the last of the fucking concern here. She was arrested a few minutes later outside the building. Shortly after her arrest, Bishop was quoted as saying, "It didn't happen. There's no way." When asked about the deaths of her colleagues, Bishop replied, "There's no way. They're still alive." This woman is crazy.
Headshots.
A long time. Police interviewed Bishop's husband, James Anderson, after it was determined that she had called him to pick her up after the shooting. They did not charge him with the crime. In addition, a neighbor revealed in later interviews that he saw the couple leaving her home with duffel bags on Friday afternoon prior to the shooting. Anderson revealed that his wife had borrowed the gun used in the shooting and that he had escorted her to an indoor shooting range in the weeks prior to the incident. Wow.
She's learning.
Shortly after Bishop's arrest, people at the university biology department expressed concern to the police that she had booby-trapped the science building with a herpes bomb intended to spread the virus.
Hold on, let me Google that.
How do you...
A herpes bomb?
That's not how... All right. I don't think that's how you get herpes.
I mean, I guess, isn't it? I mean, I don't know.
But you got to touch something or touch...
I mean, it's got to get in your saliva or blood, doesn't it?
I don't know that.
Ingest it.
I don't know that much, but she had previously worked with the herpes virus while completing her postdoctoral studies.
There you go. So she just had a bunch of petri dishes in there.
And a novel she wrote described the spread of a virus similar to herpes throughout the world, causing pregnant women to miscarry. However, the police had already searched the premises, finding only the handgun used in the shooting. 3 faculty members were killed and 3 others were injured. Only a few students were present in the building at the time of the shooting, and none were harmed. The memorial service was held at UA Huntsville on Friday, February 19, 2010, with 3,000 people in attendance. Bishop was charged with 1 count of capital murder and 3 counts of attempted murder. The police confiscated a large binder containing documents pertaining to her tenure battle, her computer, and the family van. She secured an unnamed attorney and was held at the Madison County, Alabama jail without bail. Her court-appointed attorney was Roy W. Miller. Bishop was eligible for either the death penalty or life in prison, according to Alabama law. On February 15th, during a closed-door hearing presided over by an Alabama judge, the charges were read to Bishop. Following the hearing, Bishop was on suicide watch, a standard procedure in such cases. Her husband said she called him prior to her arraignment, and they spoke for approximately 2 minutes and said, "She seems to be doing okay. On March 12th, while executing a search warrant on Bishop's residence, the police discovered a suspicious device, prompting an evacuation of the nearby neighborhood and later identified by the bomb squad as non-explosive. Miller visited her in jail and said she does not remember the shooting and was very cogent.
She doesn't remember the shooting.
She doesn't remember.
That's bullshit.
But seeming to recognize that she has a loose grip on reality.
Well, that might be crazy.
Finally. Initially, he said Bishop has severe mental health issues that appeared to be paranoid schizophrenia, but later retracted that statement, saying he had spoken out of turn.
She's just nasty.
Sounds. He acknowledged Bishop's role in the attack, saying, "This is not a whodunit. This lady has committed this offense or offenses in front of the world. It gets to be a question in my mind of her mental capacity at the time or her mental state at the time that these acts were committed." Miller also said he would be enlisting the help of one or more psychiatrists to examine his client, who said this was not the first time she had no recollection of something that had happened. He said he did not know if Bishop was insane and that determining whether she was culpable for her actions would be left to a psychiatrist, and that she was very sorry for what she's done.
So sorry.
So sorry.
I'm sorry.
So sorry.
So sorry.
On June 16, 2010, Bishop was charged with first-degree murder in her brother's death nearly 24 years after his shooting.
Oh, that pesky thing again.
Keating commented, "I can't give you any explanations. I can't give you excuses because there are none. Jobs weren't done, responsibilities weren't met, and justice wasn't served." What are we doing here? What are we doing? Because the chick you let off went out and another murder. Now we're going to. All right. On June 18, 2 days after Bishop was indicted for the murder of her brother in a reopened case, she attempted suicide in the Huntsville jail. She survived and was treated at a hospital and then returned to jail. Her husband complained that authorities did not inform him of the incident.
Aww.
On November 2010, in November of 2010, survivors Leahy and Monticello.
Monticello.
I chopped that up. I'm sorry,
That's
folks.
all right.
Filed lawsuits against Anderson and Bishop to
We'll apologize if you listen to this.
You know what's crazy? I practiced this. You were here when I practiced this. I saw it coming, and I still fucked it up. Survivors Leahy and Monticello.
No, that wasn't it either.
Filed lawsuits against Anderson and Bishop to recover damages.
I like to slip one in there every show.
Asshole. In January 2011, attorneys representing Davis and Johnson's families filed wrongful death lawsuits against Bishop, Anderson, and the university. In 2011, Bishop pled not guilty by means of the insanity defense. In 2012, the spouse of one of the murder researchers wrote a letter to the judge presiding over the case. In this letter, the writer indicated that the researcher's family had greatly suffered from his loss due to Bishop's actions, but that the family did not see a benefit from the loss of another life. What is with these people who come? Oh, let me just take this moment right now.
Have a moment. Go for it.
This drives me absolutely insane. Insane. God forbid something happens to my wife. You know what I'm not going to fucking do? I'm not going to write a letter pleading that you spared the life of the person who killed my wife.
Yeah, no.
Drives me insane that when they do this, let this person burn. What are you doing? On my other podcast, Not As Debatable, we talked about this on Monday. I am so for the death penalty, even if you got to toss a kid in a chair. And the reason we were talking about it, because there was this 14-year-old kid down in Florida who murdered that 13-year-old girl, stabbing her, I want to say 112 times. 47 of them were defense wounds that they found in her hands, arms, and in her head or something.
Ugh.
So you absolutely throw that kid in there. And so that's how we got on the whole topic about the death penalty. I am so for the death penalty. I'm so conservative when it comes to that. And I am so, look, everyone has their rights. Okay, someone out there listening right now, maybe you have done exactly what I'm bitching against. Or maybe you're sitting there, you think I'm completely wrong. Look, this is America. We all have a right to our opinion. Fucking, I'm so against this. Drives me nuts.
I'm pro death penalty myself.
Gets me on a tangent every time. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm pro. I don't know about a 14-year-old.
What purpose is this kid ever going to serve in society?
I know, but 14 isn't the same as an adult.
He stabbed a 13-year-old girl over 100.
Should never see the light of day again.
Nor should he sit around eating off the dime of the taxpayer for the rest of his life.
I'm not kill someone over financial reasons.
I'm going to kill him because he deserves it.
Yeah, well, he did something terrible, but you wonder where that mind came from.
I don't care.
I'm pro death penalty.
I know,
kill
but
adults.
I know, but I don't care. I don't care where it came from. This is where we are now. You can't go back and relive and try to change what
Do you wait till he's 18 to kill him?
No,
kill him as a kid too?
right now, wet. Toss him over there wet. No.
Give him the choice of a firing squad.
Get no choice. No choice. Give the choice to anyone else. You don't get the choice. Give the choice to some high school kids that he went to high school with. Let them choose how he goes.
Oh, that could be fun.
Let him go. Maybe quarter him with some horses. No.
This is 1800?
Brother, look, if we did, we wouldn't have some of the issues we have. Here's some wet towels. Hang on to these. We're going to attach you up to some things here, and we're going to flip a switch. We're going to be done here.
Just put him down.
Don't worry. It won't take long.
It'll be quick.
Yeah. 14. We're going to let him live to 80? Then do what? Play checkers for the fucking next 70 years? No. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
You're bringing nothing to society at this point.
True.
There's no chance. Not a chance.
I don't know if that's going to kill a 14-year-old after.
Dude, he was telling friends of his that he was planning to kill someone in those woods.
Yeah, you're fucked up at that age.
Yeah, so you got to go. Got to get you out of here. All right. I know you're ginger, and I feel like you.
Did he have red hair? That changes everything.
Does that change everything for you? He did not.
He needs help.
It did not. All right, I got off on this whole tangent. I apologize to people who maybe did not, want to listen to that, but I just it just burns my ass every time that happens. So let me see where I stopped.
So no second chance.
What's that?
No second chance for this 14-year-old ginger.
No, he burned him.
Oh, okay.
He burned him up.
All right, good.
You get no second chances. You burned him up already. In response to this letter, Bishop's lawyers offered to change her plea to guilty in exchange for the prosecution not seeking the death penalty. On receiving this offer, Chief Prosecutor Robert Broussard contacted and learned from the 9 survivors that none of them wanted the death sentence for Bishop.
So do you consider that? Do you think it's good to consider the opinions of the victims, or just know what the law is the law and that's it?
The law's the law. Let's do this.
So they don't get it. And you can't get dragged on for so long either, because those people, a lot of times, they don't want to deal with it. The person's in jail for life, but if there's a death penalty, there's appeals, the whole thing could be 20 years before they're killed.
And I'm showing up for every appeal. You know me. Yeah, he's on my list now.
You're stubborn. Oh, he made the list.
He'd be on the list.
Once you're on that list, he's no getting off.
There's no getting off the list. I'm conservative with my list as well. Everyone gets what they got covered.
He was in pen. He was no pencil.
He was not. So yes. So on receiving this offer, Chief Prosecutor Robert Broussard contacted and learned from the 9 survivors that none of them wanted the death sentence for Bishop. On the basis of these opinions, Broussard decided not to seek the death penalty, and Bishop changed her plea to guilty. How you go from I thought you didn't remember anything. I thought you were insane. I thought all these fantastic things that could not be possible, you were throwing on the table. But now, well, as long as you promise not to kill me,
right?
I'm guilty.
Fine.
I remember it all now. Because you have to allocute when you plead guilty. What are you going to come in and say?
Oh, you got to describe what happened.
Yeah, you got to come in. You got to stand up here.
Memory's coming back.
Right. Like a what am I thinking here? I almost said gypsy. That's not what I wanted to say. Almost like a psychic now. You standing here, you remembering things?
Like a medium.
Like a medium
and hit a jog your memory. Hypnosis. Maybe hypnosis.
You know what? I should have known this story. This story completely pisses me off by the time we get to the end of it. I am completely upset about this whole thing. I'm sorry that the people who died because that was a tragedy. But if I'm one of, look, you know what? I'm going to send some text messages out to some people. If anything should happen to me, because let's say Jamie Kamara kills me, if any of you go into a court and ask for this man not to be killed, I will come back and haunt you and all of your descendants.
But he called me the G word.
I'm burning my ass right now.
Your ass is burning.
On basis of these opinions, Broussard decided not to seek the death penalty, and Bishop changed her plea. On September 24, 2012, Bishop was sentenced to life in prison. Whoop-de-fucking-do. In 2015, Anderson, who is 50 at the time, apologized for her actions for the first time. Blamed it all on her mental illness, but family members and friends of the victims believe it was only a ploy to try to position herself down the road for a possible release on parole. You know what?
You are angry right now.
I don't, because you know what? As I'm reading this, Let me go back and read this again. In 2015, Anderson, who was 50 at the time, apologized for her actions for the first time.
I'm sorry.
Blaming it all on mental illness, but family members and friends of the victims believed it was, were these the same family members and friends who stood up and said, hey, don't kill this bitch?
I don't know. That's a good point. They're going to be different. Well, we don't want any favors, but don't kill her. That's what it sounds like.
But it was only a ploy to try to position herself down the road for a possible release on parole. One of the surviving victims, Joseph Leahy, a microbiology professor who was shot in the head, rejected Bishop's apology. One first fucking smart person here. Dr. Bishop has ceased to exist in my world. She just doesn't exist anymore. Leahy, who suffered a traumatic brain injury and is now blind in one eye.
Oh, yeah. He's better.
Man, I don't look, folks, if you agree or disagree with me, or you're angry about what I said, or you're happy about what I said, just drop me a message, man. Do it on IG, Murderous Podcast. Find us on IG, or go straight to the website where you can leave me a nice little note, murderouspodcast.com. But this burns my ass, man. If you can't hear it in my voice, it just really does. This is not fake. This burns my ass.
Really chaps your nethers.
Yeah, it chaps my nethers.
As they say in Norfolk.
Well, which you have no idea where it is. I mean, your thoughts. I don't want to be the guy sitting here speaking. I mean, even if you disagree with me, maybe you disagree.
No, I mean, for the most part, I agree. I think the family members of the victims, I do think it's good to consider what they have to say. If they don't want it, well, I mean, this justice is for them more than it is anybody else. So
no, the justice is for the victims. The justice isn't for them.
But the victim's dead. So now the justice is, it's the family members that want to see the justice, right? That's who you're taking this person to court for. So the family members can see justice for the victim. They're the ones that you're appeasing. I have no problem with considering their opinion on it.
I'm not happy with you right now. We're into the show. That's been the show today, folks. I'm Sidney Smith, and this has been, what's your name?
Oh, CG, you are something today.
I'll try it again.
I'm the guy with the hurting mom over here.
Nobody cares about your ass anymore. I've been Sidney Smith.
Jamie, come on.
There it is. Come over here. From Sidney Smith Creative, this has been the Murderous Podcast. If you like our show, be sure to tell your friends and family. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or wherever you're listening right now. Leave that 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts. Might not get one today because I told people that, this is, I don't care what they have to think.
Or maybe someone in Texas will hear it. They'll love you.
Bro, this state I'll never drive through. Remember, you can also support the show and receive bonus content by joining our fan club by going to patreon.com/Murderous Podcast. About the story you just heard, we sourced it from murderpedia.org, NBCnews.com. Remember, folks, be aware of your surroundings, and we'll see you next week.
See ya.